Hello everybody, good day to you. Welcome back. Glad you guys are here. I'm super glad to be here. We are going to work on one of the side quest Jeep projects today. This is Troy's Jeep. It does Jeep things. Yes, it's a very Jeepable Jeep. How do I get in this thing? This is not made for old guys like me. Hang on here. Let me climb in this bad unit. We've worked on this Jeep right here before. It has approximately 305,399 miles on the odometer. It's got a 4-liter. It's 4-wheel drive with no 4-wheel drive attached to the front. It's a forever project. It's loud, it's clunky, but it does the job. It does have one major issue though. On a cold start, when going into reverse, it won't go into reverse. You just have to rev the thing up and rev it up, and then maybe it'll back up. It's been driven twice today, so I think, yeah, it has reverse now. But Troy tells me in the mornings he's got to rev it to the moon, and then the transmission will catch up and it'll slam into reverse gear, and then he can back down his driveway. So before we well, put a junkyard transmission in it or something like that, I'm gonna get this on the lift and we're gonna pull the pan down and just see what's going on inside. I'm wondering if it's just got a bunch of crap and debris and floating nonsense in the pan.
To back the rental up.
What's going on? And we'll turn that down. And I'm wondering if perhaps there's a restriction in the filter or something along those lines. So I'm gonna throw it up on the lift real quick and we're gonna pull the pan down and just take a look at the inside and see what's going on in there. Am I gonna clear it? Am I good? Okay, coming in, rounding the corner of death in this Jeep thing. I don't understand. I hit the trash can, but it's okay. All right, let's get down to business real quick. We're a little late in the day. I've got all of our work done for the day, at least I do. He's still working over there on that Monte Carlo, but I'm done, so we're gonna do something kind of fun. This job will be of no consequence. If it doesn't go well, it's no big deal. Powering down. We already have another transmission that came out of another Jeep. Oh, it's over here on the floor, that one. But I don't know if we're gonna go through all that just yet. Look at that tiny little thing. There's no bell housing on it. There's no torque converter. Bolts are still there, but yeah, that's our transmission. That's actually the transfer case, so that's a tiny little unit. It's not very much transmission to turn these big giant wheels. Whoa! Hubcap gravity. That was all me. That was all my fault. Anyway, let's kick these rack arms in here. We'll get this thing lifted up and we're gonna pull this pan down and see what the dealio is. Okay, so seeing as how this thing is lifted to the moon, we gotta run the rack all the way up just to make contact with the frame rails. It's so we can drive over things and do Jeep stuff. Moving on up. All the way up. Keep her going, keep her going. All right, now we can do a lift arm check. This is good. That's not straight. A little farther out, there we go. Let's check the next one. Yep, that one's gonna go out a little farther, and the other side. Let's see, left rear. Oh, they're all wrong, I'm terrible. One more over there. Na, 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 na. Right there we go. Okay, now we can go all the way up. I'm not gonna bother checking fluid condition. I'm sure it's kind of rough. We're gonna find that out as soon as we pull the pan down. Moving up, Jeep. So, which one is it? Is it rough country or is it open country? Or is it open rough country? It's rough open country? Is that what it is? Yeah. It's definitely rough and it's definitely country. Okay, now unrelated, let's just see. Watch this right here. There's so much wear in that rear axle. Hey, this thing probably isn't safe to drive.
Probably?
Just saying, I'm tempted to pull this rear cover off and check out the carnage inside of your axle too. That's pretty bad. Look at it go. Like that's a lot of wear in those gears. Yeah, we're gonna have to fix that. It's not okay. Is the axle on your white Jeep the same as this axle?
No, white Jeep has a 35. This is an 8 1/4.
What's this?
This is an 8 1/4.
Oh.
It's a Chrysler axle.
Oh, okay. You need a new one. Remember when I said it's had the two-wheel drive conversion? Those are two-wheel drive bearings. And drive shaft has been removed. Yeah, another cute little transmission. We appear to have an oil leak. That's rust preventative procedures. Anyway, let's go ahead and pull this pan down. We'll drain the fluid out, see what it's looking like in there, and I guess we'll go from there. So stay tuned, because this is gonna be a very good video, I think, I hope. I don't know. All right, coming down with the drain pan. That's pretty good right there. Let's go ahead and get a 10 mil on all these fasteners. Drop this thing down. I might even drain it so I don't make a mess. It's got a drain plug. Here, let's see about getting that, that drain plug out of there. Looks like a 14, and it is. Uh-oh. Come on out. Whoa, okay. Yeah, that's it's pretty gross looking. All right, let's let this drain, then we'll drop the pan down, see what happens. Okie dokes, so this is pretty nasty and got a lot of buildup, so I threw some gloves on. Let's get in here and start pulling these 10 mils out. Huh, not even very tight, are they? Interesting. Okay, it is mostly free, except for that drain tube, and then I've got one other bolt. Sorry, dipstick tube. I have one bolt still hanging into it. Let me swing around here to the other side. We'll pull that last one out, and then the pan should, oops, socket. The pan should start to fall down. There it comes. Oh, more leakage. Whoa, 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 whoa. Don't spill nasty on me, please. We don't want to do that. I like to avoid the nasty if at all possible. Ow, that's hot too. All right, the pan is free. Let's see if we can sneak it out of here without pulling the exhaust off or something. Okay, rotate it kind of sideways. This little bracket thing right here is kind of in the way of this aftermarket lift kit business. Okay, that's our filter. I'm gonna go ahead and pull that off. We do have another filter kit here. Came with the gasket, so let's disconnect this filter unit, get this thing out of here, and then take a look at it. This thing might just be burnt up to death, and fluid in a filter will not help it at all, but since we have parts, I figured we'd take this apart and take a look at it and attempt to service it before pulling the unit out. Ah, splashing in my face. Gross. Nasty. Ooh, it's hot too. It's slightly warm. Okie dokes, let's go ahead and roll this drain pan out of here. We'll bring the filter with it, and then we can kind of take a look at what's going on inside of that unit. Let's see what's happening here. Backing out, squeezing out. Let us take a peek at what kind of carnage we're looking at here. I did that. That's one of my bolts for the filter. Let's see what's in here. Got some metallic looking stuff. It's not a paste. There's definitely some chunks in there. It's not horrible. Yeah, it is. It is horrible. But nothing super major. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and throw that filter in this. Throw a new gasket on it, and we'll put new fluid in there and see what it does. It might be okay. It might do the same thing. I don't know. We won't know until Troy drives it tomorrow morning, right? Yeah, it's cold start only. So if I can't do a cold start, I mean it's hot right now, but we can figure that out later. All right, let's go ahead and rinse all this garbage out of here with some fine sediment. It's nasty. Oh, I forgot. There. Oh, keep the brake clean to a minimum. Oh no, I'm running out. Oh my God, another! Uh-oh, supplies are depleted. I'm all out of red cans. I've moved on to the green. Hosing it down. Oh, that's where we left off. In the tube. Magnets, hose those off. Goodbye, junk. Yeah, it has seen better days. No denying that. Oh, it's stinky. There we go. Goodbye, debris. Yeah, this thing's full of clutch material. There's no metal chunks, it's just a lot of clutch material. Okie dokes, new transmission filter. There's our gasket. Ooh, does this other one have a gasket on it? I didn't see one. Things that make me go, Yeah, there it is. Made out of cork. It's a Jeep thing. That could have been an issue. See how hardened this is? It's very brittle. I wonder if it was compressed and leaking, causing air to be sucked up into the pump. It's quite possible. There's a bunch of debris in there. Okay. Well, regardless of whether it's gonna change anything or if this is gonna work for a little bit longer, we're at a point of no return, so I'm gonna go ahead and put this new filter back on, and then we'll put this pan back up and see what happens. Okay, so the new filter element has a new gasket here, new one right there. I've got my bolts in hand. I'm trying to stand back so the drips don't drip on me. I'm long-ranging this one, so to speak. Who keeps honking the horn out there? Is that on the radio or is somebody actually honking a horn? Weird. There's 2 bolts. It's only got 4 bolts that hold it in. There's number 3. Numero 3. Uh-oh. Not threading that very well. Come on now, there you go. And number 4 right over here on the left side corner. Let's get that one started. Let's run these down some. Clicks. All right, that's good. I'll give the bottom of the transmission a little bit of a wipe down and get rid of any dirt that's on there. We don't want it to contaminate the gasket. Oh, and there's fluid in my armpit. It like went right into my shirt. I hate that. Stop dripping on me. Stop it. Well, that's a problem. Look at that. And it's leaking more. That should not have been as loose as it was. I wonder if that's the issue. Let's try to put this back. Thing should not have been doing that. It's not seating all the way either. We're gonna hit that with a hammer. Yeah, this thing right here, that's kind of a major issue for me, because if fluid needs to flow through that, it can't. It's not even in all the way. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put this in the vise and just bend it ever so slightly so it's got just a little bit of side pressure on it, and maybe that'll help to secure it, like in that little bore right there. Actually, I've instantly changed my mind, because if I bend this, I won't be able to get it to go back in, so maybe I'll just kind of, there. Just gonna hammer those in all the way. And I'll hammer them more so they bend and... Okay, back under again. Got the pan here. The gasket is on. Okay, back down below. I have the pan here. It's cleaned out. The gasket is in place. I've got a couple bolts in it just to kind of capture that gasket. Let's maneuver this thing back where it goes. If I recall, I had to kind of slide it sideways. Let's see how that works. That works just fine, I think. Let me get the dipstick tube in the hole, or dipstick in the dipstick tube, rather. Terrible with words. And we can go ahead and get these bolts started to hold onto this pan here. Come on now. Begin threading. It's not working. I can't turn it because the gasket. Hang on. I'll just use my tool and not cross thread these things. That'll be my plan. Trigger control. There we go. Okay, that's it. Okay, same thing on the other side here. Get that guy started. One on the front. I'm sorry, rear, one on the rear. I cannot speak. And the one on the front, you guys can't see. There we go. Okay, so the pan's in place. Let me speed this up to super high speed, lightning fast motion. We'll get the rest of the bolts in, drain plug in, and then we'll fill this thing up and see what it does. Multi-clicks. Okay, that's the last of the perimeter bolts. Let's get the drain plug in next. Now, I don't know if you can see this, but the threads on this are pretty tore up, so it's gonna come out or go in just as rough as it came out, and I'm just gonna end up sending it. Click. And when I said tore up threads, I mean tore up threads. They had one thread on the outside and then one at the bottom, and then there was no threads in the middle because they've been over tightened like a lot. Anyway, pan is on, the filter's on, Jeep coming down. If the hood opens, we can go ahead and refill the transmission, and then we'll go drive this thing and see if it's gonna work. But not gonna do that if it's gonna cost me a hammer. No smashing of the hammers. It's fiberglass, it'll break. Coming down. All right, next challenge. Let's get the hood open. Popping the hood. Hey, it popped. All right. You gonna open? Knock, knock. Hey, is there a trick to opening your hood? How do I open it? Do we need a pry bar? Oh. Yeah, you're good at that. You're good at opening this Jeep hood. How do I make it stay open? Oh, there's a prop rod. Okay. Come here, Rod.
You don't have to use a pry bar like you did last time.
I like using pry bars for prop rods. It's good. Okay, there's our dip and stick over yonder. I'm opening the hood. Well, that's
special.
Oh. I think we're gonna add probably it'll be 4 or 5 quarts that go into this thing. To the vault of viscosity. I hope I have an empty case. And survey says, sure do. That even feels like 4 or 5 quarts. All right. Now, since this thing is skyjackered to the moon, I'm gonna have to climb up here a little bit. Just fling up the leg there. Whoa! Got it. Oh, nice view from up here. Anyway, now I can pour in our transmission oil and see what this thing's gonna do. Beginning pouring things from elevation now. There we go. I'm just gonna send the entire box. Whoa, don't do that. Go in. It's not taking it. There it goes. Here, I need to pull the bag out of the box here. It's hard to angle this box, but it may be easier to just pull the bag. Is that gonna work? No, it won't come out. There, now we got a built-in spout funnel thing. There we go. Now can I get the rest of the bag out? Come on, bag. Come out of the box. It's not wine, so don't drink it. It's petroleum. There we go. That's good. All right. Okay, let's get down off this mountain of a vehicle, start things the engine, and then we will we can recheck fluid level once it's running. There. Yeah, that can go in the parts washer for now. You stay there. Beginning Jeep engine starting sequence. Now, remember they'll reach around there. Starting the engine. There we go. All right, let's see what we have here. We get a baseline measurement, then we'll go cycle it through the gears. Okay, it's at the full mark. Let's head into the cabin. We'll put it in reverse, we'll put it in drive. We'll see if it goes through the gears, and then we can go from there. This thing's hard to get into. All right, brake, reverse. All right, it went in reverse, I felt it. Drive, it went into drive, back to reverse. All right, one more in drive. Okay, parking's the auto. Let's hop back out, recheck fluid level, see where it's at. One more time. All right, we're right there at the top of the mark. Yeah, right there, that's good. So our fluid level is accurate. Back up some. We'll flip the rack all the way down, and then I'm gonna drive it through the parking lot. Maybe down the road. Maybe I will drive down the road. Couldn't hurt. We'll get a feel for things. All right, hood coming down. Goodbye, 4-liter. There we go. All right, let's get this thing out of here and see how it rides and shifts and drives and stuff. I've actually never driven this truck on the road, even though I've worked on it a couple times. Backing up. Come on, reverse, there you go. Kind of took it a second.
Good.
Thank you, sir. Backing up, does the horn work? Yeah, it's got a cute little horn. All right, I need to make sure to hit the tire on the trash can on the way out. There we go. What? I know. How's that side? Am I clear on your fender there?
Yeah, you're good.
Sure.
You're way clear.
Can I cut it?
Keep going.
Still good?
Yep.
Stop reversing. There, got it. Oh, I think it's rubbing on the fender well over there. That's what it's doing. We'll fix that too. Transmission's in the way. No worries, I'll get out. I almost ran over a transmission. That'd be a new one. Okay, well, it still has reverse. Ah, there's that wheel well tire scrubbing thing again. Project Jeeps. There's our forward. Okay, it's moving. This thing is cool. All right, it stops. Park. Get the gate real quick and we'll get out of here. There we go. Coming through. Oh, all right, piece of Jeep. I don't know why that just happened. Did I do that? I don't know. Wiper blades are wiping to get the mud off because we go off-road. Forward safety belt is fastened for my safety. All right, here we go. Let's go over the bridge. Last time I went over the bridge, I got stranded. But well, they know I'm out here somewhere. I shouldn't be stranded long. Okay, it moves. Oh, this thing's kind of squirrely. Needs more work. And we're off. We have first gear. Come on, next gear. I wonder if this is starting out in second gear and it has no first gear. It did feel a little odd with the ratio. Let's count the gears, see what it does. I may have literally just put lipstick on a pig. Yeah, this is second gear. There's no way this is first gear, no way. Riding along. Oh my God. All right, there's a shift. So that's either third or fourth or something. I don't know. Steering's pretty squirrely. Yeah, this thing's missing first gear. Yeah, it's got ruined clutches or something like that. Whoa, this thing's hard to steer. Wow. All right, well, at least it moves. We now know that there are more problems with this transmission. I mean, I guess that's to be expected at 305,400 miles on the odometer. We're gonna head back to the shop. I'm gonna let Troy know we need to put a trans in this. It's as good as it's gonna get. We tried to save it, tried to help it out. I don't know if it's gonna have reverse yet or not, but I do know that it does not have first gear, which is enough for me to contend this unit. So that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and close this video out right now. I'll do such things as always by thanking each and every one of you for watching this video. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did enjoy this video, please feel free to let me know about that by tapping that like button down below. Drop me a comment or two while you're down there. But most importantly, do not forget to have yourselves a great day. See you guys later in a video, in a transmission, in a Jeep. Oh, by the way, real quick before you go, I'll pull that axle cover off later. I don't want to do that today. It's like 4:30. We're going home, but tomorrow or maybe the day after, we'll get that cover popped off and see how much destruction is in there. I already know it's junk. I think you know it's junk. I know it's junk. You know. We all know. Troy even knows. But that doesn't mean we don't want to bear witness to the carnage and destruction. I'm really gonna go this time. See you guys later. Goodbye.